Hello and welcome to Farthest Frontier. So, things didn't exactly go well for us in the last episode. And, well, a bunch of thugs turned up and, yeah, that's not a good sign. I'm just saying, it's not something you particularly want to see. In which case, I need more money. I need a lot more money. I need a lot more other things, quite frankly. But I've got things done up here in terms of getting, I think it's the iron made and the gold made. So that's something. We still need to work on this place down here, I think. They could probably do with something similar down here to make tools, maybe. And we've also got some terraforming, if you can call it that, to hollow out a trench along here and then along here. I'm going to keep a walled area back there. It's just because I don't want anybody coming up here, I suppose, and I don't want somebody to be able to walk up here and then along there, because it kind of like defeats the purpose of having this. So I've got to raise this to a higher height. On the other hand, if somebody decides to come in through this back door that I've got, I don't want them getting easy access to the towers that I'll eventually put up here, so I can't have them walking along here and then back off to here. I mean, I suppose I could have this at a low, as long as this is at a lower height. I may not necessarily need the trench, I suppose, all the way around, but trouble is we're getting into the winter now, so probably not such a good idea to get started with that. So they're standing out here for some strange reason. Why are you standing out there? Intriguing. Let's put your flag over there, and then you can go back home. It's a bit odd. Have we got anybody here? I've got one archer and they're intoxicated. I've got some cavalry units over here. Let's just make sure they're all... Oh, I'm down at 2. Oh, crikey, I'm 2. Right, I'm going to have to get 2 of those. As soon as they turn up... See, they're getting... This is the trouble. Now they're having to get high coats because they can't get the proper plate armor and so on. That's annoying. That's something I'd like to see in the game, is this ability to basically recover your armor, because I've ended up, I mean, I had a lot of people garrisoning towers, for instance. I took them off that rule to save money. Then it's a case of, oh, hold on, tick. Oh, is that what they had? Right, I let them go basically to save money, and I've got like a horrible feeling they just, you know, they just throw away all of their gear, all of their weapons, all of their armor. So I think you lose it. I'm speculating, but... Right, well that's one of them. When the other one turns up, I'll... Where's the other one? So that's...
Your command?
Hang on a minute. Oh, it's these ones. Right, yeah, that's it. So they've got a high...
At the ready.
Okay, so you're... Oh, you're going to take a while. Right, well, I'll tell you what, I'll put them back then. I'll have to come back to them later. It's just I wanted to put them into a group. That's my sort of like group 4, if you will. Right, does anybody... Have we got a cobbler or anything up here? Right, so I've got a cobbler. Oh, that was it. What happened to the tannery? Did I not move it? Oh, that was it. Ah, yes. That's something I was thinking about. The tannery is... It's a very messy place, and apparently the people who work there, or rather the people who live nearby, aren't overly fond. So let's see, how many tanneries have I got? Right, so I've got that one there. So there's that one and that one. I could have sworn I moved one. Did I put it over here, maybe? Yeah, I put it over here because that one being so messy. Gotcha. So I might have to move the houses then. I mean, winter's not a good time to be doing that, but if I build a tannery... Let's have a look. So resources. So a tannery. So I've already got 2 in the main place. I think I might just leave those 2 there. Basket shops, work camps. There's a podder. Ah, there's the tannery. So yes, if I place that over there, it's impacting these people. Crikey. That's a big reach. I'm surprised at that, just how bad that is. I mean, I could put it in the corner. Ah, right, so I could move these. Let's move these out of the way then. So if we grab, say, that one. Doesn't seem to have as big of an impact. Oh, it's going to impact them. We shall have to see. I mean, I might be able to take that little chunk of road out. As long as I maybe can fit the tannery in there. Where was it again? That's the cobbler. Yeah, I think I might be able to fit them in the corner there. So that could be a possibility. But it just means that I've got somebody bringing... Well, somebody will be making leather coats. Somebody will be making shoes. Somebody to make the tools and so on. That hopefully that fixes this rather annoying issue. These lot spending so much time doing whatever it is they do. So
what is it?
You're seeking shelter, apparently.
What needs doing?
Well, that's not so bad, actually. You're actually living close by, so you're just staying at home for now. There's a mansion. There's the hospital. Right, so you're seeking medicines. Have we not got any? Ah, no, that's a THOR. Hey, that's another THOR. Does the mark actually collect them? So we've got raw herbs. Right, okay, so if we look to the... So medicine doesn't seem to show up on the list. Oh yes, it does there. So why are they not... I don't know if there's like a range limit as to how far people are willing to go to get things. Because at the moment, I mean, I've got these people working in the market square. I mean, it's cold anyway, to be fair, but... might be a limit as to how far they go. But there's also the case that they'll go so far, maybe all the way out to here to get something. They'll get a bit, but by the time they get back, there's, you know, the requirement for how much they wanted in the first place has now gone higher. So it's like, ah, rats, okay, we've used it all up. So what if we build another, was it an apothecary or something? A stable, brewer. The game's running at a real crawl. It's really, really slow. I think that's something that we're looking to do in the trying to improve the performance, because I've been cranking down the video settings, so it's not as high now, but it's still extremely slow. Let's see where. So that's the potter. That's the armory. So where does that come into play? I'm sure there's an apothecary or something. Somebody who makes the medicines. I mean, that's the apiary. That's the potter. There's a weave. I don't think that. I thought that come in later, like higher tier. Tannery, a cobbler, Fletcher, baskets. Is it tier 4? I mean, the tier 4 are the deep mines. Furniture, brewery, paper mill. Ah, oh, is that services then? So there's the theatre. Ah, there it is. So that, right, gotcha. Right. So basically, they take. That's a problem. They'll need glass. They'll need all sorts of things. That's a dilemma because I've now got glass production all the way out here. Just because. Actually, why have I got it all the way out here? I've got the glass production all the way out here because this is where we're doing the orchards. And it made more sense because that way they can preserve fruit better or quicker. That is a dilemma. Right, let me... I think we work from... Actually, we start from there, so it's further out. It's just on the little edge where the ground starts to get lower. And I think what I'll do is I'll try and trim that edge there. Because at least if I can get that lower, well, low enough, that might help. So I may not necessarily have to lower that part. It's already getting lowered anyway, to be fair, because this whole section here is very, very low. Right, so we want 62 from there. And if we work from, say, if I go from there, then at least it's 62 in that direction there. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know whether I've flipped a bit there or something. Right, so we're going to wait for them to move that across to here, then we can try putting in a tannery. So at least it'll be well out of the way. Oh, that's okay. I'm just complaining of like a beer. Graveyard's over there. Graveyard and crypt's moved. So it looks like they've got a tannery over here. Have they got a cobbler? Yeah, we've got a cobbler here. So the apothecary then needs... They could do with their own apothecary. So that's under amenities and services. The only trouble is I don't have enough people. Well, yeah. It stands to reason. Yeah, I think we had a bit of a shortage of people to begin with, to be fair. I mean, we are on 42. Jeez Louise. This is seriously bad. Yeah, this is going to have big, big problems, this. I mean, we've lost somewhere in the region of about 50. I don't think they're going to be overly enthusiastic about a lot of people left lying in the streets. Who's that? Right, I just
need something.
So you're a labourer, so that's interesting. So the labourers are the ones burying the dead. Interesting. Might have to ease up a bit on the building then. Ooh, crikey, look at all this lot showing up here. Old age, there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, I'm just saying, that's like if you die of old age, that's it, end of story. Yeah, crikey, they're having to bury a lot of people. Probably just as well I did build another... I think the crypt... Is the crypt not like unlimited or something? Oh, blimey, or is it the case it's already got that many in? Holy smokes, maybe I need to build another crypt then. I mean, how much is that going to set me back? There's the graveyard. How much is one of these? 500. So that would really boost their capacity. That's got a capacity of, yeah, it's interesting, the capacity comparison. So you can have up to 364 in this graveyard, and up to about 2,000 in the crypt. I mean, everyone's a lot more cheerful nowadays, which is something. Yeah, so there was a lot of buildings got destroyed. I think even the buildings out here. Yeah, that got destroyed. So that's the wagon shop. There's people out here that have died. We've got to wait for the builders to go out and fix those places. Ah, right, they've built that, moved that rather. Right, so the tannery, if I can remember where it was. Right, that's a bad place to be. Right, let's plonk that over there. So at least it doesn't annoy anybody. It's out of the way. Ooh. Good, good, good. Right. Let me just slow this down then. So I need to put some gold in the piggy bank. Because we'll have had to spend a lot to fix things. I mean, I can sell those. Oh, wow, 350. Ooh, that's a lot. I can sell some herbs at a normal price. I've got a lot of them. They're going for a lower price, so I'll buy all of them off of you. Although to be fair, I'm in in my state, I need to buy them all anyway. Right, we'll have to wait for somebody else to turn up and see if they can offer us anything in terms of a better price to sell things at, or a... Right, there's a trader there. Yeah, there's a trader coming along. I can't tell from that who it is, though. That is a trader. Because I don't have wagoners like that. And it makes sense to come up this route at the minute because it's yeah, it makes a lot more sense to come up this route than any other. Yeah, fair enough. But I need to fix that. I can't afford to have people casually wandering up and down here. Right, let's... At the moment, though, the trouble is it's just lowering the... It seems to be just lowering the highest point. I really need to raise up the lowest point. That's what I'm planning to do. It's kind of annoying now because I went to all this trouble of flattening this whole section here. And it was only afterwards I realised, I'm thinking, actually, that's not such a good idea, being able to allow people to go up there. It's like, yeah. Because what I want is to have like a gateway through here into this place, which will be at a higher height. And then what they'll then be able to have here is the towers that guard that path. Well, let's have one that guards this door entry here, to be fair, but I'm curious to find out who that is then. I mean, is it... Oh, I'm trying to remember what his name is now. Masuk, that's it. I wonder if that's Masuk. Well, it could be, I haven't said that. It's either Masuk or Beldar the Peddler. I suspect it's Masuk. I could be completely wrong, but... Let's see. No, I was completely wrong. That's Leon. Or Leo. Lethros, I was close. I even got the name wrong. Right. Okay. So I can't sell anything at a good price. So I'll sell them at a normal price because I need the money. I don't care. At this stage, I need the money. There's nothing you can sell me that I need. And there's nothing I can really sell him at a really good... I would have preferred if I could sell him things at a good price. I'm a bit disappointed the furniture doesn't go for as good a price these days either. Let's sell them all the same because I really need money. Because we've got to repair a lot of things. I'm going to have to go easy on the builders though, because we just don't have enough. We don't have enough labourers, so I'm going to have to do only a bit. I think I'll leave that section alone for a while and just focus on here. Right, they're busy working on that. I'm going to set up an apothecary over here as well, because they need one. That's under services, isn't it? Ah, now I wonder if that's what they sometimes complain about. Let's see, so that is a healer's house. Because I do get, like, issues raised about, oh no, that's entertainment. No, I haven't said that. They complain of either entertainment or... What's the other one? Spirituality, I think it is. Yeah, it's either that one or the entertainment. Shoes are a big problem. Clothes, not so bad. I mean, I could definitely do with more of the hides, though. Hides have always been a big problem. But I might have to reconsider where I put the glass manufacturer. I mean, that to me made sense just because of the fact that they'll make glass and they'll service all of the food needs, but there's... I mean, that's going to be a long way to go to get things. That's a dilemma. Because that's a pretty fertile area for the trees to grow. Actually, speaking of trees... 12. Yeah, that's okay. As long as we're on a 12, I'm okay. Right. But yeah, I'm getting to this point where I've just spread everything out very, very thinly, and it's causing issues where you're just not getting well, you're taking too long for people to get things now. Right, let's put some money in the piggy bank because it's needed. Soldiers are unpaid. I just put a load of money in the piggy bank. What are you talking about? How can they be unpaid? See, because they're unpaid now, one of them's left. Seriously? That's annoying, that is. But unfortunately, that's what they do. They just leave. It's like, nope, I'm out of here. You could do with some sort of like sweep system. Yeah. I need some more of them. Let's get another 2 of them. Aha! Now that's Beldar the Peddler. So what can Beldar the Peddler offer? Something. Or nothing. Oh, now you got high prices. No, I need those. Actually, why have I got belts sitting in? That makes no sense. So you've got a bit of a surplus of these. Now it's going for a cheap price. Let's ignore that. That's going at the normal price. I'll just sell this off. I mean, why not? I've got no particular reason to hold on to that for so long. I could sell these off. Oh, he doesn't have the money though. Yeah, he doesn't have anything to offer me of any use. That's a dilemma. Budge sickles. That's a bit bizarre. I mean, but I could definitely do with some sort of like sweep systems where automatically just keeps transferring money out of the trading post just to make sure. Because like it's complaining. Look, soldiers are unpaid. But I've got money. Or at least I had money. This is weird. I mean, how much gold is in here? There's 887 gold in here. There's no gold in there. There's 1,924 gold. And all of a sudden it's down to... Where's it all gone? This is a problem I had before. The gold's disappearing at a ridiculous rate. Yeah, the gold is just falling at a massive rate. And that's just bizarre, that. But I'll probably go back round and, like, people have just probably left again, so I'm going to have to pay them all over again. Right, they're still there. I've got one archer. I'm in no rush to get more, but until I can afford it. And I don't think I can, to be honest. I think that's it. I think that's like kind of like, for me, this is kind of like my end game. I'm just trying to hold on to what I can until we get another patch. Because the trouble is, if I start from scratch now, I don't know how long it's going to be before 0.9, 0.7 comes out. And then I don't know how long we're going to have to wait until the full release comes out. So if I'm going to start again, I'd rather wait until... that's not going to help, is it? I'm going to have to come from this side. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long it's going to then be before the full release comes out, in which case I might be forced to start all over again. And there's already a bit I'm missing out on, I know that. There's a certain feature to find things. Can't remember exactly what they were, but I don't get to do that. I don't see them on the map because you've got to start from scratch. So I'm kind of stuck at the minute. So all I can do is just make do with what I've got at the moment, and then we'll maybe think about it. You know, thinking about starting a completely new map once we get the version 1.0 is fully released. But I don't know when it is, because I mean, I think the last time I saw they said they were aiming for the end of winter. According to my calendar, it's only about 2 weeks left, and then summertime begins, or whatever it is. So it's a bit odd. Right, so we're waiting for 1712 gold. So they're just waiting on bricks. What about the ones upstairs? They're waiting on bricks and planks. The big problem is the labourers and builders. 104. I mean, that's up to 62, which is... Yeah. Let's see if that little side on the left comes up, or does the left go up, or does the right go down? Should be both. It's not. It's coming. It's not. This for some strange reason, this part isn't getting brought up. I think that's where my problem is. It's kind of odd, that. So I'm going to have to do it where I look for the edge on the left-hand side. And then I'm going to have to try and bring that edge up, because that's a big, big drop. So if we go from, say, like there, most of that is higher than that little edge there. So if I get them to go along there, that'll pull that edge up. And then hopefully we'll start again, get that back in alignment. So there, likewise, if I go from there and go to the right, most of the cells on the right are at a higher height. So in theory, it should mostly pull up the left side. I mean, ultimately, it just balances it out. So I'm just puzzled as to why that. You'd think, I mean, it's such a bigger height. Surely that would be lifting up as well. I mean, some of this would be coming down, but some of this should be coming up. It's a bit puzzling. It's not quite working in the way I expected it to. If we go to, that's Right, well, that's just one cell, so I'll do it that way from here as well. I mean, I shouldn't really be doing this much because I'm pulling people away from the job of a labourer. But hopefully the right should start to go up a bit. Yeah, it's starting to pull the right up a bit. Well, that's the theory anyway. If it averages out, I mean, if most of the cells are at a higher height, I would have expected the ones that are at the lower height would go. No, it hasn't done that either. It's a bit odd. I'm just puzzled as to why this lot isn't going up though at all. It doesn't seem to just go up at all. It just says much lower. Because that's flat. I mean, that is very, very flat. If it doesn't work, I mean, so be it. It just means I don't have a way to put towers at a high height. I suppose I could put them a smaller area, I suppose. That is one opportunity. I just work with a smaller area. Sheesh. I mean, at the moment, they can still walk up and down here, though. That's a trouble. 62, 62. Yeah, so at the moment, they can still get up there. Now, if I do... Let's try this. It's too far, isn't it? Yeah, well, yeah, there's not enough cells. It's a pity that. So I just want to take that out as a little edge, if you will. Because if I can get that as a sheer drop, less chance of them being able to walk up here as well. That's not too steep for them, which is odd. Right, we're getting into winter, so I can't really do anything more there, so I'll leave that. Right, we should have an apothecary working here. Now, the trouble is they've got to get willow from somewhere. They've got to get... Have I got any apiaries around here? I think I've got some... I don't think I've got any over here, actually. Could have sworn I put some in the middle of... I usually put some in the middle of a field. Ah, there's some there. Or at least there's A1 there. Right, so I've got those ones there. I'll let them store that. I mean, they're just not producing enough. There's not enough. The trouble is, if I add more, they just overlap each other. Because it shows you like the percentage there, bonus they get. But if they start to overlap each other, that just goes down. Which is a bit of a pain. Can I add some more then? Doesn't really matter if I put them outside of the wall. It wouldn't help if I built a smokehouse. A smokehouse isn't exactly going to do any favours. Right, resources. Where is it? Nope, that's cool. There it is there. Right, so there, that gets 75%. 76% there. So if you put it, yeah, as you get less and less coverage, it gets worse and worse. So out here it's 72, 74, 76. So it's gone to 70. It's bouncing around there for some strange reason. But I'll put one there. Do what I did with that one. So that one will go there. Say there. So that's 81%. Interesting. Yeah, I'll leave them there. Now, what I could do is get some... Like, can I delete that little block there? What I could do, if I can get some more gardeners, I can get one to grow willow, one to grow... Or I could move them maybe. Right, you're doing... Why have I got these two doing different things like berries? I'm sure there's a reasoning. It's probably not. So they're both doing berries for some strange reason. Right, well, I'll make 2 more. I'll start from scratch, so... Right, so there's a forager shack. I can put one... I think there was one out here I was doing. So these ones get... These do quite well. They can get some nuts from over there. If I put that maybe, say, there. That's not bad. So they'll get nuts, they'll get greens, and they'll get berries. I think there's another one. So these ones will get greens, berries... It's not down here, maybe. Ah, this one will get the willow. So I'll put it a bit closer. So I can get them started. And then once I upgrade them to tier 2... Oh, not again. This is going to drive me nuts, this. Right, put 2,000 in the kitty. Still 8 people there. Right, let's send them all over to here so I can then group them together, you see. There's still 8 there. Could send there. We need 8 in there. There should be 8 in here. Oh, there's only 6 woodsickles. Now, if I made a profit, then yes, it would be better. But you can't have everything. I'm just saying. Or at least I can't, anyway. Because, I mean, now that the mines are operating, I mean, that's barely anything, and yet they're still complaining. And I don't understand this bit where it says transferring goods. So that's move storage buildings or construct new ones closer to them. So there are too far from manufacturing sources or the residences. So where do you live?
What needs doing?
So you live there. And where do you live?
Hello there.
Ah, now are you going out to there to get things? So you need tools, or at least your tools are broken. Or do you live out there? That's the question. Because if they live over here and yet they're working over there, then that's nuts. Because the problem at the moment is the buildings that I've got there for them to live in, they're not that good a quality. And they won't be as long as they're working next to a mine, I would imagine. Craigie, where are you going? Where on earth are they going? Unless they live down there. But I mean, you've got like houses down here which are very poor quality. Right, okay, so you... Ah, right, so you... Why have you gone all the way to there to get preserves? This is the trouble, it's just... I've got things just spread out so far. I mean, the marketers don't seem to be able to get what they need, so they have to do it themselves. So yeah, she's wasting so much time. And it looks like she's going to go back up through the back road by the looks of it. Oh, Struth. Yeah, so she went all the way there to get just to get those preserves. So it's neither wonder it's taking so long and they're not getting anywhere. So that's why I need to get more resources up to there. I was like expecting like the marketers to do all this, but I mean there's only 4 of them. And they are struggling by the looks of it. Everything's just too spread out. But the trouble is, it's like the resources are just so... Oh, they're all clumped here now. I can't exactly move certain things here. Well, I suppose I could move... Could move some things. I might be possible to put the... if I put the orchards lower down... It's kind of like catch-22, because if I place the manufacturing facilities closer to the people, then they've got to go out themselves to get the resources. So it's like it's just a catch-22. How do you juggle them? Because I can't move the gold mine. I'm just saying. Well, I suppose I could put them down there, maybe. Like if I put the trees and what have you down there. Yeah, so now that she's done that, now she can get back to work. So surely, at least she lives nearby. So that's some benefit. The desirability here is always going to be lousy because the fact we've got the mines. Now at some point, these mines are going to run out. In which case I'm going to be left with just this like deep mine here. Right, so they're struggling to get honey. That's not good. I think I've been struggling for that for a long time, to be fair. It's always been a challenge trying to get honey. I'm going to get to flatten that. What? Is that by any chance because they smoke meat? Ooh, please tell me there's some water nearby. If there's not a well nearby, this is going to be a problem. Can't believe I didn't put a well nearby. Jeez Louise, why didn't I build a well nearby? Oh, that's terrible. We've got a big problem. I mean, there's a water well there. I'm assuming, I don't know if the farmers water their crops. You'd think they would, but I don't know if they literally do. And even if they don't, as you saw there, I still need a way to protect against any buildings getting burned down. Oh, that's true. Right, so they're busy flattening that. Right, we're back to trying to fix this problem here. Right, so I'll work from about that point. Because the idea is the cells on the right are higher up. That's my reasoning. So if we work from the right, that should get moved higher. So if I just keep then slowly working my way left, eventually we'll get this part lifted up. And then it should get to a point where people can't move up, walk up that part of the path. Right, who we got today? We've got Masuk. Money. Oh, we've got a bit of money. Ooh, I can sell you some swords. Oh, yes, I'll sell you those. If you've got some... Oh, if you had some hides, that would have made my day. No, nothing else. There's nothing I can buy from you, really, that I need. Oh, that's a pity. I mean, never mind. I mean, I've got some money. Enough to attract the... Oh, hello. Didn't want that. I've got enough to attract a private army, probably, which is something I definitely don't need. So how are these folks doing? Again, struggling with them. Logicals. Right. Is there anything around here? Oh, I could set up another shack around here, can't I? Food storage, foraging. There's a few bits and bobs there. I mean, it's not that important, to be fair. I just want something to get started with. So then what I'll do is, once I can upgrade those to tier 2, I'll then move them, I'll turn them into tier 2 foragers who can... Right, so like now I can upgrade this one. Because I've got resources to do it. Now where did I put the other one? Is that one there? And I think there's a one I built down here, isn't there? Hold on a tick. Ah, there it is there.
Yes.
No worries. We'll upgrade that one. Aha! That's why I couldn't see it. Right. There's a little sign there. Yeah, you got to keep checking with like the F2 key just to make sure you can actually see those little upgrade signs. Right. Waiting for them to finish this little section off. So we should get the left to hopefully come up a bit. Yeah, so it's pulling up the left side now. So I'll just work my way to the left then. So it does still bring this side down, but just trying to fix that. Right, so if we start there then, so that's just one cell that's much lower than the rest. So again, it should pull the left side up. Right, off you all go. See, they're cutting across now. It's like, no, I don't want you using this place. That was the whole idea. It's ruining things. You're spoiling it all. Right, I should probably get that done. Trouble is I just don't have enough labourers. I really shouldn't be doing this many at once. I'm taking away all of the labourers, and they're busy for other things, to be honest. 56, jeez Louise. 1497. I'm gonna have to make more houses, aren't I? Bicycles. Let's flip that round over to... I don't want a hunter's cabin, I want a house. Hunter's cabin's not going to get me anywhere, I'm just saying. Because I think I've got the game set to a limit of 2000. But the computer's already struggling as it is. Oh, you've got hides, right. Whatever hides you've got... Oh, you want to buy them? Oh, that's no good. I mean, at least I can sell you some soap, I suppose. That's something. Ooh, I'll buy them. Because then people will be more productive. I mean, I should be producing my own. It's just we seem to be struggling. So why are we struggling then? So what have we got in terms of... Well, you've got a bajillion coal. We're not producing enough iron. It's probably all going into... I mean, how many weapons have we got? It's 21 of those. So we've got 100 of those. I mean, what's the limit for that? 100. What's the limit for that? 100 shields. 100 shields. Swords have gone down. We'll set that at 100 of 100. Yep, 100 swords. Heavy arms. There's not that many people work on that. Let's set that to 100. Although, I haven't said that. Let's leave it at 200. What the heck? So we are short on things like, I don't particularly need the crude weapons, the spices and the books, greens and nuts. So you can't you can only get those from the trees, unfortunately. Fiddlesticks. Are you thinking about it? Or are you waiting for somebody else to do that? Looks like we need another builder to come along and finish that off. Is it going to be you? No? Whoa! What happened to that wagon? The wagon went like flying off the edge there and somehow miraculously recovered. That's a bit embarrassing. It's like, no, it's a sharp turn, I must admit, but all the same. Right, so that's down. Still waiting for somebody to finish that off. Seriously? Is anybody going to do it? I mean, they finished all this side off now. I just wanted them to finish that bit off first. Or is it going to be you? Or is it going to be you? Who's going to do this then? Can you not be bothered? Let's give it a bit of a priority to see if somebody can come along and be bothered to finish it off. Right, let's see. So that edge is about there now. So if we go, oops, go that away, that way, there, that way. Do the same there. So eventually it'll catch up. Now the edge there, there's the edge there. So I want to go that way, then. Right, let's see if we can get them to do that lot as well. So yeah, as I say, I'm just going to keep slowly working my way to the left then. Oh dear. Oh, died of an illness. Ooh. That's bad. I thought we had medicines. And, I mean, what happened to medicines and herbs and... Yeah, we've got plenty of herbs. And we've got plenty of medicinal roots. So where's the medicines among... Oh, there, you've got 68 medicines. Curious and curiouser. I'm intrigued. I'm suddenly intrigued. Right, so I've got a bit of wiggle room over here, but I think I'm going to have to put a crypt in there. I need a lot more room. Yeah, I'm going to have to get them to build that. I'm not doing a good job of sort of keeping these people alive, it seems. Although to be fair, I think we got about 2 more years left to go, then we'll be starting the 4th century. Jeez Louise. Right, so there's still 8 people have survived. Oh, there's there's the cavalry. Alright, so that tells me
it will be done.
There. That's 8. Right, okay. Let's just retreat to the barracks, and then you can go off and get your swords, I think. Because I think that's what they were complaining about. At least 2 of them, I think it was a case of I don't have a sword. Why have you not got a sword?
At the ready.
How could you have possibly been of any use without a sword? Oh, you've got heavy weapons, okay. Ooh. Intriguing. Right, so what have we got here now? So we've got some stuff going on over here. We don't have any swords, just heavy weapons. So there's the blacksmith. There. So you're doing swords. You should be doing I suppose it depends on who uses swords then. Didn't want that. So who's actually using swords? Because these have all got heavy weapons. Unless that's the lighter version. Like a light infantry maybe. Curious. Oh, crikey. Now you finished that bit off quickly. Right. So then we go that away. So that's 62 to there. So this time we'll go from there. As long as I just keep repeating this, eventually we should get to a point where nobody can walk up there anymore because it's just too steep. Because at the moment they're walking up right up here, but that, I'm surprised at that. That stayed a lot flatter. It's like there's no sign of this getting raised. It's as if everything's just been brought down. This whole area just seems to get brought down lower and lower, which has got me puzzled. Score the butcher! Oh, you want a cheap price for them, do you? That's no good to me. Oh, no, that's interesting. We've got tons of iron ingots now. That makes a change. So maybe, just maybe, I can set a limit. Let's set a limit on these of maybe 500. All of the blacksmiths are now, all of the people working in the smelters are now going to abandon the place. At least the ones that are working on iron anyway. And that'll free up a lot of labourers. Right, anyway, back to score. Oh, you want expensive prices for shoes. I mean, I'll buy some from you all the same. Actually, that's not too bad, really. They're quite cheap. At least well, they feel cheap, to be fair. Sheesh. We've got... How did we end up with so much logs? What's the limit on logs, or do we have a limit? Right, we'll go back to having a... I think a big problem is I had an issue here where we were running out of... the game was breaking when I was setting limits. And I couldn't get people back into the coal mine, so I took that off, but now it's like, is it going to break things again? We'll just have to see, but because I just don't need that many resources. But hopefully it'll then start freeing people up. That's the way I'm pitching it, is that if we don't make as many, or if we don't need as many, then, I mean, there's no point just keep on making more and more stuff if you don't need it. I mean, yeah, I could sell it, but at this moment in time, I'd really need the labourers. Oh. So we've got 61 there, so the woodcutters should have stopped. And having said that, they'll do, they do forestry work as well, though, don't they? Foundryman, 40 of 40. Right. I wonder if there's any gold ore making its way over to these places, because if I just focus one area on the gold, well, yeah, I've got quite a few here, so that's why these ones won't go on, go off and stop doing their job. But it's like, there's hardly any gold ore left. Like, that just seems like a waste. So if I just leave one of them, I think that's what we'll do. So you just focus on the gold. You just focus on the iron. I think that's probably better if I do that. So that'll free up a lot of people for working in labour. Not enough, but quite a lot. I mean, what else have I got? I mean, I've got all those farmers and I've got over 6,000 here. I mean, do I need that amount of hay? Kind of that's another challenge, because like they're going through each season and rotating the crops, so it's like, I mean, what else would they do if it's like, well, you need to make hay, but you don't need to make it? I can't put in a special order to say, well, just weed the field instead. That would be a useful option. Just saying, would be a very useful option. Now where are you going?
Your command.
Well, you're coming all the way down here to get clothes. This is bizarre. Right, so it looks like they've almost finished that. Sheesh. So this looks like it's going to take a long time as well. But see, that's looking better now. So that's starting to lift up on the left. So I've just got to keep working my way left by the looks of it. And then eventually I'll get that at a height that nobody can climb up. And that'll achieve that objective. I've got to keep working my way in this direction to cut out a sort of like a little trench. Somehow try to level all this lot up. And then I can have a sort of like an isolated area that in theory you can only get access to through here once I've finished that, and I can just punch a hole through it with a gateway. Well, what was that? Oh, there's a geese flying by. Yeah, and then you'll only be able to get access to the towers in this area through there. Although I would imagine I don't think the soldiers will be that sophisticated. They'll probably just say, all right, I need to get up here, so they'll just follow the path. Because so far none of them have been. Let's have a look. Go to the map. I say we'll go to the map. There is no map. If we go down like here, I haven't seen any spawn over here. I mean, they could in theory try to cut across from here to there. That's a possibility. But that's another reason why I want the towers there. So we're kind of getting there, but the big problem is still gold. And I mean, just watch that miner. I mean, just spent like a long time coming all the way down here, all the way along here, and all the way along here to get some preserves. It's like, that's just bonkers. I mean, why are these storing those sort of things? I mean, the preserves should be over. All the well, yeah, I suppose it's better than going all the way over there, I suppose, but oy. There's a lot more complicated than I anticipated. But there's hopefully a lot more I can still do and keep this going on until eventually we get to full release. But I guess we'll just have to see in the next episode.